Supik here, Century 21. Hope you're doing well. Just wanted to get with you for a minute here. So, uh, I often get asked, how do people beat buyers to like new listings when they come on the market? And there's a couple things, a couple points I want to make. One is you got to be really specific. You really need to know what you want. You got to do your homework. You got to go drive the neighborhoods, drive the areas that you really want to live in. Spend some time. You might be like, I kind of know where I want to go. Know specifically where you want to go. Like, know the couple streets or blocks, and maybe that's not the easiest thing to do because maybe you do have to expand beyond that eventually. But the more you at least know your ideal situation, you'll kind of understand what your secondary situation is, and so it's kind of important to do that. I would spend some time, like you don't just make a decision to buy a home like all of a sudden, today, right? It's just some folks do it that way. It's possible, but this is normally like a year, 2 years, 3 years process sometimes, and making sure that you find do the right thing for you, your family, your finances, all that, and so number two, I want to say is you want to create a relationship with a real estate professional. It doesn't have to be me, but you need to have a relationship because some folks go, well, I just kind of call the listing agent every time, and that's okay here and there. But I'm going to say that like folks call me to see listings I have, and I mean, it's great, right? I mean, we want to sell those homes. However, like I don't know that person. I don't really know what they're looking for. I don't know what their goals are, and I can ask a lot of questions, but it's really still hard to create that relationship in that short period of time. As it happened, yeah, actually, so like 30% of the time I list a home, I actually bring the buyer to the table. So we do that 30% of the time. And sometimes with folks we already know, have a relationship with, and sometimes we have to create new relationships, which I'm grateful to do that. I mean, it's just phenomenal, right? I love that part of our business, that we get to meet so many people and have in vast different walks of life. And but so number three, so okay, you know what you want, you've done your homework, you've created a relationship. Now you got to be ready. You can just be ready. You got to check your email. You got to know your schedule. One of the first things I often ask people, okay, like, what's your work schedule? When's your availability? And then I'm literally going to start blocking off time mentally in my schedule for specific clients. So that way I know how many clients can I work with at any given time. Sometimes it's like, hey, some folks, hey, they work a 9 to 5 job. They're only available from 5 to 7 at any given time. Well, reality is how many folks can I work with and do a justice for them and do the right job for them and be available for them. Not really only a few at any given time. Until you find the homes for them, and then you're not necessarily out looking at homes. So kind of from there, so you got to be ready. And so being ready means a couple things: is knowing your schedule. Reality is a lot of this is done through email, so you got to check your email often. And then you may be downloading different home apps. I'm going to share with you here. So the next, like, you can, the resources that I provide, we use the MLS with our clients, and then too, so this is like my main website I have, it's nicksupik.com. But then I have another one, it's nicksupikhomes.com. So this one here literally is just for homes. Find your dream home, find your next home. You literally type in addresses, do your own searches. You can download, use my website, download the app, put it right on your phone. That way you can create those searches and have it all set up. Another part of being ready is watching. I want you to watch a video. If you go onto my YouTube channel, go into YouTube, search Nick Supik. I think that's how you find it. And I'm going to have a bunch of videos on there kind of preparing you on searching for homes, what to look for, what to not look for, who to communicate with. I do some interviews with a few folks. One of them is John Kearney of Victorian Finance. He's a loan officer. And I recommend him because he's a professional, and he does a great job. He cares about his clients. He has the tools and the know-how to make sure that you get in the right loan, and he can get it done in a timely fashion, because time is very important. Once you get into a contract, its timing is very critical, and they know how to make things happen in a timely fashion for both the buyer and the seller, because it's very important. Everybody's working on a certain timeline once you get into a contract. So watch his interview. We talk about loans, and then his contact information's in there too, which is critical. They provide all the necessary tools to get you pre-approved for a loan, and then once you're pre-approved, I commonly talk with anybody that's actively looking for a home. We're going to communicate when we're looking for homes at least every 2 weeks, because sometimes there's just laws in the homes coming on the market in your neighborhoods that you're looking for. So we need to have that open communication. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's what's not going on. So we're going to talk on the phone for at least every 2 weeks. And, you could probably talk to folks that I have worked with. And even when there's nothing going on, normally they're getting a phone call from me. Hey, well, here's what's going on. Here's what's not going on. Update status, make sure where everything's at, and make sure we're doing the right job for them. So I don't know if I had something else on here. Let's see. Yeah, so that was the website, and then this is my YouTube channel. So, and I have a bunch of different videos on here. John Kearney's, if you go down, it talks about, it says, what is getting a mortgage all about? He's on here somewhere. John, where you at on here, buddy? I know you're on here. This is John here. So check out that video. What is getting a mortgage all about? He talks about different mortgages, different requirements. His links in the notes on that too. And then you can check out. You need to have a homeowner's insurance. I do an interview with Casey from Stalwart Insurance Agency, and he talks about what the importance of homeowner insurance. It's critical. You have these couple steps, kind of lined up in front. That way you can move with speed, right? The hardest part, oftentimes, they talk about like a plane. Taking off and landing is the most dangerous part of flying a plane. So when they're going at full speed at altitude, it's the safest time. So the hardest part of buying a home is getting started and then moving in, right? So everything else, we want to make it smooth sailing for you. So that's what our goal is here for you. So I hope you find this helpful. This how to beat all the buyers to the newest listings. I know I kind of talked more about the process, but if you're not prepared, we can be as quick as you want. It don't really matter. So hope you're doing well. The next Supik Century 21. We're grateful for you, and hope you have a favorable day. Lord, thank you for favor. Right? Amen. Bye bye.